You'll have your sample. You'll have water plus a graduated cylinder for measuring the water, plus a cup to mix the white powder with the water. You'll have vinegar plus a beaker to measure the vinegar, plus a cup to mix the white powder with the vinegar in the cup. We will be wearing goggles for this activity. You can put your goggles on after you look at the microscope, and you will be tying your hair back as well. Make sure you make note of which sample is on your plastic baggie. That's the sample that you're testing. And you're going to take a little sample from the bag using a mixing stick and put it on the black paper. Make sure you spread it out a little bit. Spread it out so that you're just looking at little particles under the microscope. After you finish examining your white powder under the microscope, take the black paper off of the microscope and put the powder into the cup, the big plastic cup that's marked vinegar. Then, using the beaker that's marked vinegar, you're going to measure 10 milliliters. It's not that much. 10 milliliters of vinegar into the beaker. You're going to pour it into the white powder and see if there's any reaction. If you get bubbling and fizzing, then you know that gas has been produced, which is a new substance. Think about what kind of change this is. After you finish testing with vinegar, rinse out the plastic cup very well so it's ready for the next class. Next, you're going to test with water. So make sure you have the water plastic cup and the water bottle and the tall graduated cylinder that's marked water. Take more of your sample, add to the plastic bag, and using the mixing stick, put some of the powder into the plastic cup marked water, and then you will measure 10 milliliters into the graduated cylinder. And pour that into the plastic cup with your white powder already in it, and stir. See if it's clear, cloudy, or cloudy with little particles, and make note. Did the powder dissolve in your water? What kind of change is that? Is that a physical change or a chemical change? Then you're going to take this cup that has the water and the white powder, and you're going to add 3 drops of iodine at the sink. Do not do this at the pod, and do not walk around with the iodine in the cup at the pod, because iodine can stain. Iodine is located at both side sinks. You're just going to take the iodine bottle and drop in 2 or 3 drops into your water and powder mix. Swirl it around and see if it changes from yellowish, as it is here, to bluish blackish. If it's blue or black, that means there is starch present. Make note whether it's yellow or blue or black, and rinse your cup out right at the sink. Do not walk back to your pod with it. The last step is going to be examining how the powder reacts to heat on the hot plate, which will be up at Mrs. Falk's desk. So you're just going to note which is your sample and what does it look like. Is it black? Is it black on the edges only? Is it tan? Is it white staying the same? What happens when your sample is put on heat? Mark it down. When you're finished, you will input the results for your group into your Chromebook under the link that is on the Do Now page.